Hey everyone, welcome to my prenatal series. So I'm just going to be doing a few workouts that I have been doing with my physio. This has been approved for me to use on here by her. So I'm going to be taking you through the kind of exercise that I'm doing in my second trimester and my second pregnancy. Please always remember though, if you are pregnant and you're looking for prenatal workouts, that you have been approved by a doctor or a physio and you are taking this at your own pace. This that I'm going to be performing for you is something that has been given to me by my physio based on my current condition and workouts. So please make sure that you are analysing, listening to your body. If there's any slight of twinge or pain that you're feeling, stop immediately and stretch. So without further ado, let's get into the first workout. So this workout that we're going to be performing right now is a workout that I've done in my second pregnancy. I am currently sitting at 18 weeks. So this is something that I did 2 weeks ago, but it's friendly throughout the whole of the second trimester. It's going to be a shorter workout if you're lower on time, focusing on breathing, the core connection, as well as getting the full body movements in. So take it slow, make sure you're connecting with your core using the breath work that we have always spoke about on this channel. And let's just dive straight into it. So to begin this series, we are just going to be standing, sitting or laying and just doing the breath work. So I want you to inhale, make sure that you really expand that belly, and as you exhale, suck everything in. Imagine that you're lifting that pelvic floor and you've got a zip that's going from your pubic bone all the way up to your ribs. So let's just try and do about 4 to 5 breaths just to really connect with the core and get our body nice and warm. Excellent. So make sure when you are going to lay down on the floor, you're moving in that slow fetal position where you're bringing your legs to the side, slowly bringing the arms down and then turning the body. This way we're not putting pressure on the linea alba. So the first thing we're going to be doing is using the breath work, and we're going to be using it as a guide and a flow. So as you inhale, of course, expand that belly, and as you exhale, I want you to move those arms back and then bring them in. So let's just start with about 5 counts of this just to get the body nice and warm. Exercise. Give me one more. Now I want you to leave your hand just behind your head, right at the top in a resting position. So I'm just going to demonstrate what I want you to do for the next move. So what you're going to do is you're going to inhale, expanding the belly, keeping the arms above the head. As you exhale and you bring that core in for the contraction, I want you to bring the arms in towards your body, and I want you to lift that knee up towards your chest. Now, as someone that has gone through the second pregnancy, the pressure for me isn't as strong as what it should be. So I'm not going to be lifting my head because I do not want to put pressure on that linea alba. So in this stage of pregnancy, we kind of really want to avoid all ab movements, but we want to also make sure that we are engaging and using the transverse abdominis plus the obliques in various ways. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with 8 counts on the right side, and then we're going to move to the left side. So arms above the head, feet flat on the floor. Inhale. Exercise. Exhale, bring that leg in, and then inhale. Exhale that leg in. So that's 2 counts, keep going. Give me one more. And straight onto the other side. So opposite leg now comes up. Really make sure more than anything you're connecting with that lower ab, because we want to make sure that we're connecting with that pelvic floor and we're protecting our uterus. Give me 2 more. Okay, I want you to roll onto the side for now. Come up, just take a breather, because sometimes laying on our back can make us feel lightheaded, especially as we start nearing the end of the second trimester. So just take a few breaths here. And for the next move, we're gonna be actually on all fours, and we're gonna be moving into a bear plank. Now, this, to be honest, is one of the best ways to use the core without putting the severe pressure of using the whole body weight. We're gonna be bringing in the body into on all fours position, still targeting the abs, but not in the extreme way where we're gonna put on too much pressure. So, let me just quickly demonstrate what a bear plank is. So you're gonna be on all floors, your toes are gonna be tucked under. You're gonna inhale, expand the belly, and as you exhale, bringing that core in, you're gonna lift the knees off of the floor, hold for around 2 to 3 counts, and then lower the legs. If holding the counts for too long is too much for you, you can just come up for a second and lower. We wanna try and aim on this to do around 8 to 10 reps. So let's start with 10 reps, and if you need to bring it down to a shorter amount, that's absolutely fine. So, hands on the floor, connecting with the breath and the core once more. Inhale, exercise. Exhale, come up. 1, 2, 3, lower the legs. Exhale, come up. 1, 2, 3, lower down. 1, 2, 3, lower down. Keep going, guys. Nearly halfway. If you can only lift the knees slightly off of the floor, that's absolutely fine. It doesn't need to be a big lift whatsoever. The main thing is I want to make sure that you are really connecting with the core. You're lifting those knees off ever so slightly, and you've got those arms directly underneath you, making sure again that you're puffing through those shoulder blades. Give me 2 more. Excellent. Okay, so in this position, I want to just get a little bit of mobility coming into your back. So I want you to be on all fours, and we're just going to do some cat-cow. Really make sure you're exaggerating that arch in that back. Again, using the core still to connect. Give me 1 more. And then in a neutral position, I just want you to move those hips in a circular motion, releasing any tension, especially on the lower back. Amazing. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we are actually gonna stay in this position right now. And for the next move, what you're gonna be doing is you're gonna be doing the cat-cow, same similar technique, but what we're gonna be doing as we're coming in to the cat, we're gonna bring one of the knees in towards the chest for a contraction, and then we're gonna kick the leg out, opposite arm, also out in front of you, and then bring it back down again. So it's kind of like a cat-cow into a bird dog, but we're gonna be using slower movements again, really connecting with that core. So I just want you to do a simple round here of 8 reps, see how you feel. If you want to go longer, you can. So, into all fours position, let's make sure we've got that connection with our core going. We want to breathe in. Exercise. Exhale. So start by bringing the leg in, and then opposite hand out, so 1. Bring it in. 2. 3. 4, keep going. And 8, bring that arm down, take a breather. If you feel like you're also having too much pressure on your wrist, which can happen to us because of our hormones in pregnancy, you can also come up into a fist position, so you just take that additional pressure off. So let's move on to the other side. So inhale, exhale, let's bring that knee in and kick it out. Kick it in and out. That's 4. 6. And 8. Fantastic work. So for the next one, we're just going to get a little bit of mobility coming into the spine here and the back. So all I want you to do is I want you to lunge forward with one leg. And I just want you to gently kind of rock into this nice stretch. But again, feel any pressure anywhere, you just release, okay? So what we want to do is we want to take that arm up, the same side as the leg, and just look towards the back, having a slight spinal twist here, releasing any pressure, lowering it back down, slowly moving that leg back, other side, rocking into the motion, lifting that arm up, breathing through, holding that core. Honestly, I'm gonna keep repeating the core, but it's so important to make sure that we're not causing any damage to our abs. Bring it down, bring the arm back. Just come into a quick cat-cow before we move on to the last move. Breathe into this. Excellent, and come up. Now for the final movement, I want you to come onto your back, except you're not going to be laying completely on the floor. You're actually going to be elevated slightly on your elbows. So this again is a really great way to still make sure that you're getting ab movements in there without laying completely on the floor. So if you are someone that feels lightheaded easily, this is a really great alternative to do. With this movement, you want to make sure that your elbows are on the floor directly underneath your shoulders and you're lifting up. I don't want you to slump. This isn't going to help, and it's not going to put the connection into your core. You want to push up, lifting that head nice and high. And all we're going to do is we're going to alternate between lifting the legs up and down. So keep that core connection. Exhaling as the leg comes up. This is a really great alternative to basically doing bicycles without doing the twisting motion. That's it. Make sure as well you're always looking at your stomach to see if there's any pressure lifting up or coning. Just give me 4 more here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Fantastic work, guys. Roll over to the side, come up nice and slowly, come to your knees. Just want you to rock those hips back and forth. Lift the arms up. Exhale down. And that is the end of your short but effective first prenatal workout in your second trimester.